Welcome back to my channel. My name is David. Today is another day where we're going to attempt to finish putting the wires in my wall for my speakers. Okay, so anyways, this is what I got in planned for today. Right there is going to be a big ass speaker, which I already painted. Right there on the side there is going to be another big ass speaker. Right here in the middle, center speaker. The goal for today is use this big ass spool of wire that I got for free because they were throwing it out at my other job. I had to pull out one of my backup drills. I burnt one out when I was drilling those big ass holes over there. So yeah, I burnt out the drill. So anyways, it's okay, I got a backup $20 drill. I'm ready for action. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's get started so we can get some progress going. I'm going to also attempt to drill a hole there and drill a hole right over there, so I can have another speaker there and there. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna snake it over to that side. So let's get started. So here I'm running, making holes on the walls, small holes about 1 inch, so I could start running cables through the walls, like HDMI cables for the splitters and audio cables for the entertainment center from the TV and all that good stuff. So that's why I'm doing that. Then I'm gonna clean it up and paint over it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to mark where the wire is going to come out of. I would like to hide the wire this way, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and measure this up and make a hole here to put the center wire in. Since it's 2 feet. Alright, so let's start drilling. I'm going to use this drill bit, no idea what size it is. It's the same thickness as the wire. Oh, wow, this thing even smells good. So if I'm reading this correctly, on every single type of wire, usually there is identification on it. You got the registered UL name for safety. There's usually a size here. I'm gonna try it out and see. Alright, so here's my trusty snake. This thing is so old, but I have had nothing but good luck with this one. Here goes nothing. Ah, dang it. I can't believe that I swear, I thought this one was gonna take the longest and it took the least. Alright, time to store this. Thank you, Bruce. Alright, so now it's time for me to connect the cables. I have to add the RCA connectors at the end so I can plug them into this wall jack. This wall jack right here is gonna get plugged from the back and then it's gonna get screwed to the wall. This will give me access to all my speakers cleanly to my receiver. So this way it's not all messy and shitty and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I have to strip these all and then I have to identify which speaker is which. Let's start by stripping. And then after we start stripping the cables, we're gonna solder them. I already got the solder 9 here, ready to go, with my really expensive tip that I had to buy. Alright, so let's get started. So now I have to open all the connectors, prep them. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to tin the wires before I solder them. It makes it easier for connection to sit there and have to freaking play with it. So I'm just going to tin them, and then when I put them on the connector, I just tap it and it should just connect. Alright, so I'm going to check to make sure that the cables are not crossing on the speakers now that I'm done soldering everything. I have everything here. So I'm gonna make sure that everything is not like there's no issues, you know, that I can actually hear the speaker. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do it exactly the same way I used to do it when I was little, like 10 years old. When I used to plug speakers in, I used to make sure that the speaker was working and the wire was still good. I used to use a little battery. It wasn't this one. I used to use actually a AA or a AAA. And I used to put the wire on one end, the wire on the other, just to hear the speaker react. If you hear the speaker react and you know the cable's not crossed and everything is good, the polarities are good. So this way, since there's solder on it, I want to make sure that the wires are not crossed. Because if they're crossed inside the little connector, it's not going to make a noise, okay? So let's start by testing the first one. All I end up doing is I put one of these on the tip and then the other part goes up against the body. So it doesn't matter which one. One's good, that's the center speaker. Alright, so what I'm going to do, as I'm doing this, I'm going to label. I'm going to buy the little tags that go on the cables to tell you which is which. But I'm going to go ahead and take some of this tape, painter's tape, and I'm going to identify each wire as I test. Okay, so now I can hear the noise. Now this one is going to be the right front. So I'm going to go and I'm going to write RF. This one is BL, back left. Alright, so this is ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install this plate. Okay, so now that that's ready and everything is identified, I'm going to throw the wires back through the hole. I have to cut a little bit more so I have more room for the back plate. I wasn't sure how it was going to come out, how big it was. So now that I have it, I can see that I'm going to have to cut about 3 inches to get this whole piece to fit through, because the HDMI is going to go here and then the rest are going here. So what I'm going to do for here is hopefully I'm going to put a silver plate. I'm going to try to, but I'm going to identify the colors, the video and the audio, just so I know what's what. Hey Google.
Slow.
Give it a little wipey wipe. Okay, Google. Resume. Hey, Google. Alright, so this is what it looks like right now, okay? This is for a 3.5 jack that I have so I can connect it to my computer output into my stereo. So that's what this hole right here is for. That's going to be coming out. Alright, so this is actually USB ports on the back of the TV. So what I did is I installed this, I made the hole, I put this there. This has got like the little closeout flap thing, but this freaking thing is tight, man. So anyways, this I can hook up a mouse, a keyboard, webcam, pretty much anything I really want to here, like also an external drive, thumb drive, something. So this gives me access to my TV in the back, but with an extension here. Alright, so that's got 2 ports there. And here I have 1 HDMI. I also have 2 more HDMIs here. I also have the RCA old-fashioned retro video connector right here. And all these are all audio. So I have the two back ones, the center, and the 2 front ones. So that's what this configuration is. Internet in for a router. The router is going to be connected to all my consoles, and I also have a wire connected to the back of my TV for the RJ45. That's also here. So one of these is the TV and one is for internet, and also just the 2. Actually, I got 3 inputs on my TV, so I got all 3 of them here. This is the main one. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed it and learned something. Most important, I hope you guys are entertained by it. So now, I just want to say thank you to everybody, and I hope you guys enjoyed and come back to see the next one. Keep it real. Don't forget to be kind, son.
I am a prodigy, I am a leader, they follow me. And if I don't like them,